Hey, thanks for tuning in to Disco Chaotica. I'm your DJ, and this is another episode of Better Minecraft. We're finally back, and after my long break, which might not have seemed so long because I had some stuff recorded in advance, but it has been a while since I have been recording. Um, First things first, it looks like while I was getting prepped for this episode, winter arrived. We are on the first day of winter, so it is a good thing that we have sort of finished setting up our farm. I did end up putting all the create stuff together off camera just because it took forever. Seriously, these mechanical harvesters are really expensive, and I was going to do it on screen, but eventually gave up. So this is pretty similar to the design that we planned a couple of episodes ago. Um, it is having some small issues. First of all, I can't plant anything in those areas there, and also for some reason our portable storage interface is not actually moving anything over. This is all stuff that I put in here by hand, but if we go in and we turn off our machine, you can see there's a bunch of stuff in the chest that is just not being transferred over at all. So I'm sure that I've just set something up here wrong. It's probably an easy fix, but I don't know how to do it. But yeah, it is now winter on the server, and so blocks are starting to freeze. My water wheel over here was actually having trouble because the water powering the wheel froze into ice. So had to figure that out really quick. Um, so today's episode, I know that we've been planning to do some more create stuff, putting together some machines and that sort of stuff. But honestly, I wanted to spend today doing some more adventuring because we've been spending a lot of time on create when it's technically not even part of this pack. But we are going to do a little bit of exploration. One of the things that I want to do is technically going to be bringing back to our home. Oh, a rabbit. Do you have a buddy? Ooh, if we can get two of you, I think our bundles. Yes, the bundle recipe. Oh, but the bundle recipe uses leather. Um, that's interesting. That's probably from Charm. Huh. Because by default, the bundle recipe uses rabbit hide, but it's good to know that we can just make one of those whenever we need to. Anyway, all of the cool wintry stuff aside, since that's not really why we're here, one thing that I want to do today as part of our exploration is I'd like to visit the Bumble Zone. Now, if you're not familiar with the Bumble Zone mod, it is a lovely little dimension mod that is all about bees. And we have a bee nest here, not too far away from, oh, facing the wrong direction. I don't know. I turned off the overworld waypoints because I felt like they might be uh, crowding the screen a little bit. But now that those are turned off, I can't actually see anything on the screen. So, whoopsie. Um, there's a bee up there somewhere, right? So bee. I could have sworn I just saw one. Well, that's just no. Huh? Could have sworn I saw it fly over that tree. Gosh, words are hard today. I don't even have an excuse of it being late. I'm recording in the middle of the day and I'm struggling. That's no good. Because, yeah, there is a bee nest here, so I could use that. But I like having my own stuff near my base. So in order to build our Bumble Zone portal, which requires either a bee nest or a bee hive to complete, we will need one of these. I want to do that near my home. Come on. There we go. There's our honeycomb. And let's see if we can't breed these bees together. Oh, whoopsie. Forgot that shears actually do stuff to grass. My bad. Alright, so now we've got our little bee friends. Just come together and make a little bee baby. Awesome. And now that you've done that, we'll get there. Our little baby bee on a lead. I think we'll leave the two of you be for now. We'll leave you be. But we'll leave them alone for the moment, because we can come back and breed them later. But we only need one bee at this point in time. I don't have a plan for any sort of bee farm yet, but we can use this not only for going into the Bumble Zone, but we can also use it for getting honey. So I think we'll build our bee nest. Yeah, we'll build it in this area. Just pop a few planks in there. Make our... we don't have the recipe for it yet, so of course we don't know how to do it. Toss some honeycombs in there. And it's a birch beehive added by friends and foes. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna pop you. Let's build you right here for now. We will need another campfire in order to give you a place to, or be able to harvest anything from you. But now that we have our little beehive here, we can use that to get into the Bumble Zone, as long as we have ender pearls, which I think I have a few of. So I just double checked, and not only do we not need ender pearls for getting into or out of the dimension, but we don't need anything for getting out of it. We can do that just with a piston. So let's craft one up really quick. And then, let's see, button should be enough, or do we have any levers? We do not. That's fine, we can just make a button right now. So yeah, we don't need, I don't know if that was a recent change, not needing ender pearls or anything like that in order to get into the Bumble Zone, but it has become a thing at some point. So let's jump, just make sure we got everything we need. We don't need you. In fact, you can just stay right there. Got all of our stuff in our backpack. Got our bee in our hive. So let's... oh, wasn't quite as dramatic as I was expecting. Oh, maybe we're just... oh, there we go. Bumbling into the Bumble Zone. And we got some achievements for doing that. Yeah, I have to assume that the using a piston for that is new. So I've never knew until now. I assumed you just had to throw ender pearls at everything. But check it out. This is the Bumble Zone. And it doesn't look super impressive right now because I have my rendering turned down a little bit. Let's fix that. Okay, little bit of an improvement. I don't dare to put it up too high just because my PC's not very strong, and if I start to do a whole lot of stuff, like a lot of... ooh, I'm glad I have feather falling. So now we are... oh, I don't think regular water shows up on our Twyla. This is sugar water, some filled porous honeycomb block, which I don't know if we can break. Could probably put the sugar water in a bucket at least, right? Does that give us Wrath of the Hive? No, it does not. Okay, what about breaking you? Also does not. Gives us porous honeycomb block and a honeycomb. Okay, so this is a very easy way for getting a ton of resources. Look at this place, it's huge. This is like if the Nether was bees. Or if the Nether was built for bees. If the entire Nether was bees, that would be terrifying. So I do need to be careful about what blocks I'm breaking. But we don't want to break honeycomb brood blocks. Those are what bees grow out of in this dimension. It seems like we can break the filled porous honeycomb just fine. Don't know if we can break honey blocks though. We're trying it. Oh. Oh boy. Here we go. Wrath of the Hive. Can't get to us down here though. So we're just gonna dig ourselves a little space. Oh gosh. I don't have anything to... Oh, we're drowning. Bye. Ooh, I didn't have anything to... Tried diving underwater so that I could get away, but ended up not being the best idea. It puts us... Oh, it puts us back at our spawn point. Huh. Interesting. Well, sorry about that, bees. Let's go get our items. Luckily for us, we have our grave here. We actually haven't died too many times in this series, I don't think. But yeah, so that was a first-hand example of what happens when you make the bees angry in this dimension. What have we here? Ooh, you are a honey slime. Interesting. Seem to be... You're not aggressive, are you? Hello? Hello, friend? Are you a friend? Can we be friends? Wow, it's just completely ignoring me. It doesn't deal any damage to me. That's great. I'm gonna leave these guys be. I'm not gonna try and kill them just because, you know, we need friends every now and then. I mean, that's all anyone can really ask for, right? Is you just need friends in life. So just in case we accidentally anger the hive again, made a little hidey hole, I guess. Just a little space that I can climb into in the event that I make everybody angry again. So let's mark this. Put that right there. Great waypoint. Red's fine. Emergency hole. There we go. Where is... Oh, right. I don't see it in the overworld. Maybe I'll turn that back on, but it was getting a little bit cluttered with all of our waypoints. There are some crystals down here. I don't have aqua affinity or anything, so it take a little bit to break this. I don't know if that's gonna... Did that anger the bees? It did not. Good. It's good to know that... Good to figure out what items will anger them and what items won't. I think that the general rule of thumb is that breaking honey blocks angers them, breaking those brood blocks, the blocks that the bees actually spawn from, angers them, but the rest of this porous honeycomb, the regular honeycomb, does not look like breaking any of that makes them angry. Ooh. Oh, that's more brood blocks. I know that there are like caves with stuff that you can collect, like caves with chests in them, I think. There are like spider caves somewhere in here. So we'll see if we can find anything interesting. Ooh. Speaking of which, cobweb floating in the water. Wonder where you could have come from. Ooh. That music. You guys hear that? Let me see if I can turn it up. I know that I normally keep my music super low, but... Dang. This is kind of a... This is a bit of a bop. Ooh. I'm liking this. Yeah. Aside from the slightly easy to aggravate neighbors, it's seems to be a fun place. So let's explore a little further. going up the stream here. More cobwebs just sort of floating around. That's interesting. There's an empty brood block there. So some of these, you can see that some of the bees are slowly getting bigger. Once they get to full size, they will pop out of those blocks and be just regular bees. Let's see what else is around here. Ooh! Are you... Oh, that bee is just already angry, but has the trans colors? Well, that's neat. See how high we can go. I do need to be careful about falling, but wow, look at all of this. I kind of want to try turning shaders on just for a minute to see what it looks like. Okay, quick update. Our shader pack, current pack at least, does not like the Bumble Zone. There's something fancy up there, some kind of crystals, but everything else is just dark. So, probably won't be using that too much. Whoops. Ooh. Climbing through this stuff is tricky. I was seeing some spiders on my mini-map. I know that they spawn around here. Like, I think that the bees fight them. So we'll see if, oh man, moving through this stuff is like moving through honey. Because that's exactly what it is. Ooh. Look at this neat little area. Pile of pollen. Can we... You're just a baby bee. Will you get mad at us? I think we need a shovel to pick that stuff up. Look at all of these. Some honey crystals, candles. I know that they used to have like special candles, but I don't know if those are still a thing. Or at the very least, I don't know if they spawn here. And then this stuff, honey web. Is that something we can break with our hands? Sticky honey residue. Breaks very slowly. So it turns out that neither of these blocks can be mined. It's possible to make them, but not to mine them. We can get some honey crystals. I think those are... I'm not sure how exactly those are produced, but I'm sure that there's a way. So we'll just... Ooh! Come on, honey residue. I know that we can... There is a way to get rid of this, I think by washing it with... Washing yourself or washing it with water? Slime ball! Huh. What an odd thing to have show up in here. Do honey slimes drop that? Maybe they do. I don't know. The sticky honey residue we can't climb through. Does our sugar water do anything to it? Oh. It breaks it and does not use up the water. That's good to know. Wow, look at that. I almost died doing that just now. We would have been able to drop down, but it's a very long drop. So that is awesome. I'm sure that there are other, there are structures and things that spawn here, like spider caverns, all sorts of fun stuff. So I think we want to do a little bit more research because I'm not super familiar with all of the stuff here. Also, I just noticed that the music stopped at some point, and that makes me sad. We're getting some different music. It's a little calmer than what was going on before. That's nice. Yeah. There's a lot of good music added by a lot of the mods in this pack. So I've been reading a little bit about these honey slimes. It looks like they're not aggressive, and we can breed them. We can also harvest sugar from them or honey from them. Um, yeah, that's interesting. So it looks like there isn't too much that we can do in here right now, at least not until we have a slightly easier way of getting around. So I think that we are just going to head out of, there's water underneath here. I was hoping that that would be solid floor and we could just dig straight down. Because the easiest way to get out of the bumble zone is, well, think of it as a giant beehive. And all beehives are going to have a bottom. So we just dig our way out of the bottom, which is apparently easier said than done. We can also dig our way out of the top, but this seems more. Whoa! Did we? Oh, must have been like a visual thing. For a second, I could have sworn that we got a slime block for that, but no, I think it was just the slime ball in my hands throwing me off. Or was it? Was that in my hands? I'm pretty sure I picked that up earlier, but you never know, you know? Dug our little staircase to the bottom, and you see we're starting to see this beehive wax. So that tells us we're getting near the bottom of the hive. Let's just keep going. And this is a nice block. I might have to use this for something. Let's see. Yep. And don't worry, jumping out into the void from the bumble zone will not kill us. Instead, it'll do that. Dive bombing exit. Oh, look at all of this. It really is winter now, isn't it? We've got snow forming on the ground. We've got our machine that broke. That's annoying. But it's not just broken, it's stopped. Something is stopping it from moving. Did not think about needing to place anything here. Is Frostful. I didn't even know Frostful was in here. Well, it ruined my crops. Why is this not? Oh, yeah, that would do it. And there was water was too far underneath it, so it broke. Whoopsie. And that really tells you that I'm still learning new things about this pack. I didn't even know that Frostful was in here. I've barely ever used it before, so I don't really know how it works. But now I know that it messes up my crops. Broke my cabbages, broke my... just cabbages? Oh, sweet potatoes too. Okay, get this tilled back into shape. Are you ever gonna drop your stuff off where you're supposed to? Probably not. But yeah, I obviously haven't finished our little area. I got the machine done, I got the greenhouse glass in, but I didn't finish up the rest of the flooring or the walls, which I wonder if that might have to do with why this ice was able to form. I don't know much about the Frostful mod, but I don't think that it's able to form ice in inside of buildings. At least I sure hope not. Or maybe it's a heat thing. If I don't heat a building, will it still just form icicles? I don't know. I don't have time today to make the walls for this, so we'll have to solve this issue another day. But at least we know that we need to put torches around everything. All of our stuff. Hello, bee. I found some friends. I don't think that I can bring them back here for you, but they seem nice. Oh, that probably means that over by our drill Yeah, see, things have stopped moving over here as well. Let's just place a torch there. Whoa. Why are you snowy? Visual bug? I don't know. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have this going all of the time, just in case. But I think we've solved the issue. If another issue comes up, then at least we know how to fix it. So I think that's all that we have time for today. This may end up being a bit of a shorter episode. Not sure yet, but we did get some cool stuff finished. Didn't build the machine on screen, but we did get it done, and that's running. Hopefully it's gonna keep running throughout the whole winter. I had my starting design for the greenhouse. I think I might be doing something a bit different just to make it so that it's not as much of a box. I mean, you guys know what my building skills are like. They've never been the best, but I do want to make it nice. I do want to do something to improve on that. So yeah, we will get to work on that later on. Maybe even dive back into the Bumble Zone once I have a slightly better grasp on what's going on there. I got really excited when I realized that that mod was in here, and so we gave that a try. I will get back to you guys probably next week. I should be back on my regular uploading schedule now, so yeah, I'll see you guys around then. Thanks so much for watching. Of course, just as a quick reminder, make sure that you leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because we are not near our goal yet. At least at the time of recording, it's still a ways off, and we want to hit our goal of 50 subscribers. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch you on the airwaves. Goodbye.